Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ti9 group stages. I'm ODPixel here with Fogged, and we're getting ready for our second series of the day on this stream. And I told you to wait till after the break to find out what it is. I can now reveal, in case you're still wondering what the hell's going on the stream. It's Secret versus Keen. And Secret obviously doing pretty well. No one of those teams is sort of at the top. They've turned up to this TI, and
not
they're
losing.
Still looking to be on pretty much the top form that you'd expect. Keen, what are we seeing from them?
Bit all over. I think there's kind of been the definition of Keen for a while, where it's like Kaka and Old 11, they can put a lot of pressure, and they have these excellent games, but the team still needs some discipline. They're still a bit too crazy. They had a game where I watched the ending of it, which they won, but they lost. They dove fountains.
Oh, so they've thrown a few games. Oh, I do like those sort of teams. They're the fun ones to watch. And the draft.
They went a little bit too hard.
Let's get the draft on your screen so we can see what's going on here. But okay, so Keen, they've got potential, but they've thrown it away in some of the games so far. Let's see if they can keep a cool head against Secret, which they'll need to do so. This is a very tough opponent. Yeah,
teams, though, have been doing pretty well versus Secret in like the laning phase and even in the mid game and stuff like that. They're putting a lot of pressure. Secret just have been able to turn games around that look like they've lost time and time again throughout yesterday. It was pretty surprising that they ended up the 6-0. I think they're also probably feeling pretty thankful. And look at this. The first pick Alchemist is moving forward.
Straight in. First pick Alch.
What's the response? You got to grab something to deal with the Alch, and they get, is it the Ogre? Ooh.
AA Kunkka.
Okay, I thought maybe they would do Ogre as well as the AA.
Quick draft, speed draft here.
And that's how you protect the Alchemist versus the AA. You just grab the Oracle. Also a fantastic hero versus Kunkka, as we've said multiple times. Fate's Edict, always going to be great to absorb all that magic damage that's coming in. And wow, that's a pretty good opener.
I'll bet for Secret, right?
Yeah, pretty good opener for Secret.
I mean, it was very quickly picked up. No hesitation on the out. No hesitation on the Oracle.
Oh, we might see some first phase out. We might see more first phase Alchemists coming out. Into the next few days, I believe.
And if this game goes well for Secret, we'll probably see some first phase bans on the Alchs next game.
Yes.
But we'll see. Maybe Keen are prepared. Maybe you Keen understand. They know the Alch's strong. Everyone does. So they knew there was a chance to pick first. They were pretty quick as well picking up the AA, so maybe they have more ideas down the line with the rest of their draft on how they want to play against the Alchemist.
A has gotten nerfed, though, right? So you have your Cold Feet's a little bit worse, your health regen talent got worse, your Ice Blast talent. Your Ice Blast is just more mana cost. They're not, like, massive. The biggest one probably is the Cold Feet, because it's, like a 30 range nerf, which is a little bit, so.
On the other bans from Secret, we are going to see Slark, Void banned out.
Yeah, so especially with that AA and Kunkka.
Yeah, these carries that can really sort of punch in, get the Essence Shift racked up, and Void, likewise, the sort of man that's going to be able to set up for the combos brought by the rest of Keen's lineup.
Yeah, and it's just like it's the back line, gets on top of the Oracle. You want your Oracle to be protected.
Let's see, Keen, who do they want to take away? I mean, you've already seen sort of the scary hero come out with that Alch first up. What else are you worried of?
Well, they've covered their bases, at least with the Kunkka, so they don't have to be like, all right, they've got Alch. Now we don't really have to ban the Brood because we have a Kunkka at least. So they take out the Rubik, so that's... I mean, you're looking at Yapsor. They have a Kunkka as well as an AA. Very good spells to steal. I feel like there's always just good spells to steal. They're going to go for themselves a Shadow Shaman.
Alright. It's a disable instant catch.
Double forms of catch when you have an AA as well, right? So at least provides you at least one of those heroes that are always going to be able to do that.
You've got that set up, but still, you are going to have to split it up because you are going to have that need to catch the Oracle as one of the two that you're disabling. Otherwise, Oracle will always have those saves for whoever does get gone on by Keen. Secret nap. See if they do want to grab Yapsor's hero here, if they want to reveal another one of their cores. And it's going to be the Tiny, so it doesn't really give up too much. Could be in a multitude of positions. What's the most likely if we've seen with Secret? Do you know who's been playing this one the most?
I feel like this is going to be Yapsor.
Yapsor?
Yeah, I just feel like it will be. I mean, I haven't seen him play him. I don't think I've seen him play it in quite a bit, unless he played it in some of the games that we didn't get to see of them yesterday. But he used to play it for them. They used to play it to protect, right? Like if there is like an aggro tri-lane to put pressure on, which this could be the formation of one with a Shadow Shaman, high base damage, AA pressure. This Tiny is the protection where he just tosses people into the tower, and it makes your aggro tri-lane really, really like kind of afraid to make aggressive moves. But I still can also see that being played on Zai or even on mid one. So flexible pick that comes out here for this Tiny.
Keen. They have their supports revealed. They're going to go for the Timbersaw. So something, as you were saying, yeah, in the past has been a way to deal with the out, but this was what more so when it had been that 1v1 mid, where you have Timber versus out. You feel that, what's sort of the difference with this sort of meta where the Alks likes to be in the safe lane? Why does the Timber not sort of have that strength against him as he did in the past in the middle?
You're not in a 1v1.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that high level boost. You're not going to just be getting the creeps where you're just able to you go 2 points in your Whirling Death and you just double Whirling Death him at level 3 and he's dead. Like almost every single time you're going to kill the Alchemist when you have that, because you get the double stat reduction and it's a crazy amount of damage versus the strength. That being said though, in the side lane, the one benefit that you have is you have trees, right? So your Whirling Death actually is able to do quite a bit more damage if you are next to those trees.
Ember's in for, as you imagine, mid one.
Yeah, so now the Tiny, still flexible. More than likely still the Yapzor, but and even when the Timbersaw's picked, it probably goes even more favored for Yapzor to be playing it.
Yeah, and you got this hero that can go for like those phase drums, maelstroms, and be very active on the map, giving space for the Alk to get his Radiance Blink done.
Yep, and high amount
needed to be involved.
High amount of magical damage to deal with the Timbersaw is the other one too. So he doesn't have to really. You don't have to worry too much about just reactive armor taking over them. They have a crazy amount of magic damage between Oracle, Tiny, and Ember Spirit actually.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be a lot of nuke to burst through the Timber, as you say, and not care at all about those reactive armor stacks early on.
He's got to rush a hood. I'd imagine he gets an early hood at least, or at least a cloak on the Timbersaw to protect himself versus this magic damage. I'm wondering where he's going to be landing too. Are they just going to put it? Are they going to run it in like some dual lane or something like that? I'm not sure. Let's see. Or do they just run it in a safe lane or something?
Ideally, you want him on his own, as you said. You do need the levels on this hero. In a dual lane, it feels bad unless you are sort of securing yourselves kills, but I feel that's going to be unlikely. And they'll actually ban the Invoker, so assuming it's going to be a Zai, Tiny, and Yapzor's hero still free and available, which could have certainly been the case.
Absolutely.
It might not be Yapzor's Tiny, and that could have just been a bit of a bait, so keen making sure that they don't fall foul to it, as we have seen the success of support Invoker multiple times already in just the day one of the group stage.
Yeah, for sure. The only reason I still lean it as Yapzor Tiny, it's still flexible, but it's just because you don't want to have like Timbersaw, then he gets a matchup versus like a Tiny potentially, and then it's like, uh-oh, it actually makes it that much better. But they still can just change it up, because who knows what Yapzor is going to play, right?
Exactly. He can play all the heroes under the sun, really.
Yep.
Yep. So I mean, hey, would this be a good game for a Clockwork? Could you bring back the Yap clock?
I like Clockwork quite a bit right now, but okay, yeah, it's just going to be a Bat Rider. So it is going to be the.
Well, you think Zai will play the Bat and Yapzor will play the Tiny?
Yeah. This is a Bat Rider versus This looks like a horrible Timbersaw game now.
Yeah.
It's only good versus Alchemist. It's terrible versus the other four. They're all
not good.
They're all magic damage for this Timbersaw.
That's not good news for Keen. They got one final pick to sort of wrap it all together and counter it all.
10 seconds.
Now this Bat Rider, you just lane the Bat versus the Timbersaw. It's not a fun matchup at all for Timber.
I mean, I imagine they're going to pick a safe lane hero that can farm against the Bat and try and make sure that they get that matchup. There's obviously a fair few of them in the pool. Jugs, Lifestealers, PLs.
PL.
You'd imagine they're going to go for one of those three.
Yeah, PL does not look good because you're versus Ember Spirit.
I think this might be one of those games where you just take the Lifestealer, right?
Yeah, I think
Lifestealer's better than the Jug in this game.
But then they have no way to kill towers either.
You got the Serpent Wars.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right, actually. Sorry.
Well, then, Lifestealer could be appealing.
I guess it's maybe the best one that fits.
Did they play Meepo? If they play Meepo, it would be quite a good Meepo game. But I don't know if these guys play Meepo.
You like playing Meepo versus Bat?
Yeah, you just killed it.
It's just a little annoying, that's all. But just the
Lifestealer. I mean, the Lifestealer seemed like the obvious one. It's not necessarily a pick that's like, damn, they've got it, they've wrapped, but it's like it was the best pick really in that situation. But not to say a Secret are going to be too worried about that Lifestealer pick.
So now it's mid Kunkka and it's offlane Timbersaw with like a tri-lane and.
So you're saying you really have to make sure that this Timber doesn't end up landing against the Bat Rider.
Maybe you just put Bat Rider top. Maybe you just put Bat Rider safe lane. I mean,
but then surely Keen are going to try and dodge it.
I think we're going to see some lane dodging coming out here. This doesn't look like a good Timbersaw game though. Lifestealer looks okay, but not really that great either. It's looking a bit tough here for Keen already. But Just because I see Oracle and I see Alchemist winning like majority of these games. And
That's the thing. It's just the opening from Secret is so strong. The Keen may struggle to deal with it. Maybe, maybe if they can get these ideal lane matchups,
maybe
get the Timber against the out lane, get the Lifestealer against the bat lane.
Maybe they can make it work with the trees. Maybe with the trees, with the Whirling Death, enough pure damage to just chunk down the Alk. Perhaps, maybe. This is one of the old solutions, right? People have been trying to find, because like we said, Timbersaw and Bloodseeker were like the big two at last year's TI when Alchemist was getting picked. Now teams are looking for other solutions to deal with this hero.
It's in the mid lane, mid one versus Yee's Kunkka. Should be what? How does that sort of matchup go?
I've seen mid one will be able to farm, I'm sure.
Should be pretty even, right?
It's
like the Kunkka sound like should be forced out of the lane.
You both kind of pressure each other because you're constantly spamming on each other, and you can't actually break the Flame Guard very nicely, so you're just going to get the lane pushed into you a bunch of times too, but you're also going to cleave back with your thing, so.
So old 11 there having some hefty stats on his Timber. It's got about, looked to be like a 75% win rate, man.
Okay.
5 wins in a row on the Timber.
I mean, it's really going to be super reliant on. Every time I watch Keen, it's really like if old 11 and Kaka are not having good games, they're really big problems. So big eyes on old 11. Of course, in this game when he's this Timbersaw versus Alk. So it looks like they're just doing standard lanes for the time being. As the Alchemist is walking toward bottom with Yapsor and Ti9, who has boots, also picked up, and Toss instantly skilled up. So smoke. Yapsor already finds it immediately. He walks in, expects that one to kind of come out. He pinged it before they even, he was like, protect this side. They're going to start to smoke something, it looked like. He knew because he was pinging it immediately. So Keen, they won't be able to find an opportunity there to get it to kill, but they do get 2 wards down. So I think this deep ward is to watch not only the lane swap, but also when people do just back up and start stacking and just keep tabs if there are. Really trying to get themselves a kill here. It's mid one. Gives him a poke.
I'm just trying to
He's just taunting him.
make sure that none of Secret could get him for these. It's banners down bottom.
They're bringing 5.
Yeah.
Keen's bringing 5 heroes down bottom.
Secret will poke. Toss back as well. Sleight of fist spam. Keen Gaming will be able to make sure that the bounty ring split is even.
Just some harass coming out. That's all that Secret was trying to accomplish. They can't actually set up to go for that one there with all those heroes there.
Might
But
have
now,
a chance of Dark. They're going to have to toss back.
Uh-oh, Dark's looking pretty dead here. And now they're going to give it to Nisha. Going to get it as well. No, Dark's like, nope, you're not getting it. But the tossback's coming into play. And they are running that aggro tri-lane, so let's see, are they going to be able to make it work with this Timbersaw? They have to watch out for the tossback plays. That's all Yapsor's going to be looking for. You see where they're positioned right here. So Kaka, he knows. Kaka's playing all the way on that right side, away from the left, not to get tossed into towers. But Yapsor, now he's switching around. He knows. He wants the Shadow Shaman. Uh-oh.
There's the root. It's going to set up in position for the toss.
And
there it is. Back and underneath the tower. That'll be a second kill for Secret. It's a deadly combo.
I've seen him do this. I've seen them run these type of tri-lanes before with Yapsor playing the Ti9. It's always the tossbacks to protect. You can't even contest like pulls if they start doing those either, because you're going to get tossed back in 11. He's got his 6 reactive stacks.
Yeah, and so he is still going to go for the toss back, but yeah, this is going to be a kill. Or maybe it will be a kill. In fact, in the mid lane, sorry, I missed that at the same time that player's been made. Both mids ended up dying to one another.
But mid one gets the experience.
He did.
He's able to dive forward for it. And he comes back into the lane, and he even buys a chainmail. So that's a little bit interesting here for mid one, just to take less harassment coming out from
It's super nice against the Tidebringer to have a chainmail, though.
Yeah. As bottom, another tossback. The Shadow Shaman Kaka steps up. Still level 1 on all these heroes bottom at almost the 2-minute mark.
But they're blocking him off. And those right clicks hurt for the Ti9.
Yep.
There's another kill for that safe lane.
And Yapsor gets himself the kill too, which is really important as these support Ti9s to get a couple of the kills early on, so you can get your bottle, so you can keep making those moves around, look for those runes, fill up your bottle, keep spamming out the lane. So a lot of tension, of course, on that bottom lane, because like we said, it's really important for this Timbersaw to have a good time, and right now he's not really able to put the pressure onto the Alchemist so far. Top, we see Zai. He's not getting a whole lot up here. A lot of denies coming out for the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
But
But
he's
he's
still
having,
getting XP.
yeah, he's having to do it on his own.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to always do this. You're playing versus AA. AA cannot stop offlaners.
No.
They're always going to be able to pull waves.
But as you say, the bat is not going to be able to stop the lifestealer. This is going to be free farm for chicken.
But Zai's going to, he's going to double stack creep waves, and he's going to get a decent amount. As mid, we see the little bit of a battle going on. Kaka also moving in. YapzOr keeping tabs.
So yeah, this bottom lane, because of those kills, the Timbersaw pick certainly not looking to have any sort of impact on the start of the game.
Yeah, it's not slowing him down.
The way that Secret have been able to set up the lanes.
Mid one. In the mid lane, Kaka trying to get close enough. He doesn't actually have a grab. He only has the shock. And YapzOr only has one spell right now.
He's got the Avalanche. If he gets the Avalanche into the toss
He
back.
can get the toss back. He only has one of them.
Alright, and the toss back itself, will it be enough? Takes a few tower hits, but mid-bomb doesn't quite have the mana for both the spells to go for a kill attempt.
He's just following around Kaka though. And now he's going toward top with the Ti9, so he's going to have the gold for the bottle now. So he's going to maybe even just sell the Tango and pick it up. Could be a possibility. Or does he just wait? He's just going to wait. He's patient.
A patient gamer.
I'm impatient. I would have sold my Tango. So now he's going to have plays that he can move, and it's going to be timing with that 4-minute rune that he can sit on top. Mid one gets forced back to base, though, which is pretty damn nice from Yi. After getting killed in the mid lane first.
Oh, you're getting a nice little edge here in the mid-CS.
Ooh, a haste rune on YapzOr.
See where he looks to make a play.
As Zai's just kind of running around now. See, they sent Kaka toward top, so now he's a little bit more afraid of actually being there. But maybe he can set up for a kill bottom.
Old 11's pretty deep.
He TP down here, too. His TP's on cooldown.
See if they've got the damage to do it. Acid spray. Napalm stacking up. Just going to try and jump away, and does have another Timber Chain up in a second, as well as a full stick. It's a lot of stacks of Napalm. The nuke damage still bringing him low, but there's the backup. Kaka's in with the shackles.
Yep.
Old 11 will be kept safe. Secret can't get the kill. And Old 11 survives.
Yeah, he had 2 stacks of the Purifying Flames healing him as well, too, when they were going for that kill. So Puppy wasn't actually able to get that Dispel off in time.
I see mid as quick as mid one came back to lane. He's got the bottle. I was going to say, he got nuked down very, very low there.
Yeah, the Kunkka's really starting to pull ahead here as the levels build up. But now we have those bounties coming out. Who's going to be able to get them? Nisha's even running in. YapzOr 2, so it looks like 3 for Secret. Yeah, 3 for Secret.
A bit of a fight around the rune spot though. They've got the disable on mid one. Shackles to set up into the torrent. Mid one's low.
He's dead.
He is dead indeed. They have the physical to punch through him. Doesn't matter about the flame guard.
Nisha getting a kill here, and YapzOr, he's hasted. He's looking for Yi.
And they will get Yi by the looks of it. Avalanche toss up. Purifying flames. It is healing him.
It's healing him.
And he's got the salve. Did help him as well between some of the right clicks. He hit the shrine. Also buffing him back up. They'll toss him over. They're trying their best to punch him down. He's got 2 stick charges. He's with the combo as well onto YapzOr. Backups now in from Kaka. He's still alive. Gets the Tidebringer hit. They can't kill him. He's too tough with that double braces. He can walk off. Now even turn around. They didn't just get YapzOr. They may even just get both of them. There's Puppy. He's running. Kaka with those right clicks. Needed one more. Won't quite be able to get it. Puppy will be able to get away, but Yi surviving.
So nice, too. And YapzOr probably regretting that he just goes for the combo instead of tossing him back to his Oracle. Because Puppy was low mana, so he only had 1 Purifying Flame. Then YapzOr starts bottling him, but by that point, the Purifying Flame healed the Kunkka enough for him to get to the Shrine. I think if he tossed him back, he wouldn't have made it all the way back to that Shrine in time, in the initial.
All the space in the world continues to be there for old Chicken, who has the 6-minute Midas done and active.
All right. Very nice by Yi. It's double bracers. Can't underestimate how tanky Kunkkas get. And now they've actually had to move Nisha away from the Timber Saw. He's gotten level 6, so you don't want to lane versus that Timber as an Alchemist when he gets that. And Nisha's just jungling. So mid one having a... he's going to have to find a way to recover a little bit here. After those 2 deaths. And Zai too. All right, Zai tried to make that move bottom. He's 0, 1, and 0, and only level 4 compared to old 11 who's 6. We were saying, almost 7.
Yeah, old 11 gets some free pressure onto this bottom tier 1 tower. As between Puppy and Zai, they can't really kill him.
No.
I need 3 heroes ready to deal with the Timbersaw at this point. And Zai is going to try and make a go for it. They have got the 3rd hero coming in, YapzOr. Be turning up. It's still not necessarily easy there with the magical burst they do. Yeah, Yapsor now is the missing piece of the puzzle required to take down 11.
Yeah, it's still always Bat Rider is terrifying versus the Timbersaw at most of the stages of the game.
So back in mid, Yeet just soaking up the farm. Phase into Shadow Blade going to be the build this game for the Kunkka. With that Shadow Blade, he'll have that potential to really get active, have that catch from the shadows as he looks to set up onto these heroes such as the Ember Spirit with the X Mark.
Yeah, it looks to just be that ganker, put the pressure on. Nisha will just continue to jungle here. Are they going to be able to get... They don't think they're going to be able to really get any deep wards or look to actually pressure into that side as Secret's just keeping themselves parked in lanes and pushing them out constantly. Zai.
He's got the Mango in the fire flat.
Yeah.
If he needs to, so not really under too much pressure, but it's all just the fact that old chicken
Very farmed.
getting so much. He's opting for the Midas Armlet this game.
Yep, just going for a straight right-click build versus an Alchemist. You go for that Deso Armlet. Just much better. As, yeah, Nisha slowly farming up. Made 1-2.
Since the trees, Zai cook with the lasso onto Dark. Gonna try and follow up with the damage from Yapsor. Zai stays upon Dark. Sticky Napalm stacks building up. Will get the kill. They'll lose Yapsor for it.
Kaka
Zai
might die too.
Can he get himself more? The chase onto Kaka with that Napalm. He'll get it. It's 2 down. Old 11 as well. It's trying to turn and fight back, but mid one is here. Old 11 still too tanky to strike upon.
No Firefly available yet. They are just keeping the sticky stacks up though. So I actually stops going for it there.
Now Yi has come over too.
Yeah, just looking at each other farming.
Does have that combo ready to pop. Zai would be the squishier of heroes to kill. In fact, managing to land the Torrent.
Now he's got the X, he's got
in the
boat.
trees.
Uh-oh, Zai.
Set up for the angle for that Tidebringer hit, and Yi. Perfect catch there. Torrent in the trees to set up.
Very nicely done so far by the Kunkka in this game. Moving around a lot, putting the pressure on. Old chicken. He's keeping, I mean, he's 1,000 gold behind the net worth of the Alchemist, even more so than that. And now bounty runes are coming out. They're trying to make sure they can get themselves a couple here. Old chicken really trying to get this one here. We'll have to rage and TP out. So we'll be a 2 for 2. Which of course benefits Secret with that Alchemist.
He's going to push him very close to the Relic, Nisha.
Yep, 12, 13 minute timing pretty much every game that we've seen. If you were to get slowed down at least a little bit. Dark, so looking to try to get invasive here, get those wards down. So that they can look to go for setup for Nisha. Zai is in the area. This looks like it might be a little bit of a bait here, as they're stepping up pretty far. And the TPs are coming through now too. Uh-oh, Keen.
He's going to drag back Zai, goes for the boat, does catch Nisha and covers himself in the run. Got that extra damage resistance for now, but Secret, they are going to have a lot of damage to throw out. Pretty much got the full 5-man surrounding him. Still able to walk away, but finally Zai locks him down with the lasso. He will be punished.
And they just... Kaka just threw the Serpent Wards there in mid lane too. They just all are there for Secret. They just cleaned that one up. He barely did any damage to the tower. A little bit overzealous there by Kaka trying to go for that ward. As yeah, Nisha now with the Relic done. How's our old chicken armlet going? Almost online.
Yeah, we'll see how much he can do, because as it has been so far, Secret, they haven't really shown any intention of being worried about the lifestealer. They haven't put any pressure onto him. Obviously, it's hard to do so with their heroes. The lifestealer's very good this game. We'll see how much that sort of turns around to bite them back. Tower will be taken.
They're focusing more on the Kunkka as well as the Timbersaw, the heroes that match up really well versus the Alchemist. Lifestealer does too if he gets really farmed, but...
And they saw them try and attempt for the kill onto the Ember Spirit, but TPs came in. Puppy, Yapsor turning up for the fight. Yapsor will be able to walk out of the boat combo from Dash, from Yi.
Old 11 committing forward and catching Zai off guard. A very Old 11 type of move, just being very aggressive even on low HP. Able to get that bat. And keep putting pressure on this tier 2 bottom. This is actually really nice here by Old 11. Keeping that catapult alive. Keeping those stacks up for himself as well. He's getting pinged out now though. It looks like Secret, they do want to set up for him, but they see this. He's gonna start backing away, but uh-oh. He misses the chain.
I'll hit that one, but
Gets tossed.
yeah,
Got
Toss is
hood.
there to interrupt it.
He's making him work for it pretty hard here with all this regen. But now he's out of mana, and he gets lassoed up. Oh,
Oh,
make him working for it even
Oh.
more. He got some mana there.
he's got another chain. Oh, there we go.
There,
They'll finally
done.
get him. Takes a lot of time and effort, but it is a dead offline Timbersaw.
And the Radiance is now done for Nisha. About a minute faster than we saw at the last series that we saw the Alchemist that was played. And he's also taking the attack speed talent over the Unstable Concoction, so we've been seeing that actually also being picked up a couple times.
Chicken. Armlet complete. Just needs to get it sent out to him with that Gloves of Haste. He needs to pick up
Wrap
mid
around the
lane.
mid one.
They drop down immediately, the wards. There is going to be the save offered up by the Oracle.
He just had to Fate's Edict him. He didn't have to ult him.
Yeah, Fate's Edict's enough, and he can turn kill Kaka. And again, this is another set of wards drop down that doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah. 11 commits forward for Nisha. Nisha just hold his ground. But there we saw the reason why Oracle is not only just good versus AA, but also incredibly good versus the Kunkka. You just click, you don't even have to click ult. You just click Fate's Edict and it blocks all of that magic damage.
Dire's middle tower is
Now
under
holding on
attack.
to now just a 1k lead Secret. See how much that starts to grow. Obviously with the Alchemist it can get a lot messier.
Yeah.
Let's see if Keen can shut it down. They got the armlet done, and she say, no, Chicken going for that armlet Deso to help them tackle the Alk early on.
Yep. Looks like mid one's going for magic build. Goes for the Veil, since he has the Bat Rider, as well as the Oracle plus the Tiny. All magic damage. Can actually work very well versus that Timbersaw, as we've been saying.
Yeah.
So 11 to 7 Keen. They've been trying really hard to keep these aggressive wards down. They actually had 4 wards, 2 in the top side, 2 in the bottom side in the last few moments, just trying to keep that aggression up. But Secret have done a good job of just protecting their side, especially that mid tower in particular. They lost their bottom one and their top one, but that mid one, mid tower is extremely crucial for them.
And even with those Serpent Wards, they haven't quite been able to take it away.
Yeah, they really haven't. Both of them. Like the first one was like right next to everybody. The second one was also right in the middle of everybody.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But they were trying to set up for a kill with the second one. So, ooh, the Midas, it's up. They're hunting though. They're trying to find.
There we go.
What are they gonna get here? Is it gonna be Zai? Starting to back away. Zai is 50 gold from Blink Dagger.
Oh, no, Oh, he's so close.
And he only lost 90 gold for that death at least, though. He didn't lose against 200 or anything. He didn't lose some big chunk of money.
And maybe it will surprise them more. You know, if he gets the blink quickly after he respawns, they're going to be like, we killed him, we slowed down his blink, but as you say, it's not a massive slowdown. But nonetheless, a good kill for Keen Gaming that will open up the chance to take another tower away from Secret.
Yeah.
Getting old Chicken involved in the action.
Nisha. Looking for those bounties. 11. Not able to get it.
Can start to try and play around Nisha, but Nisha having a lot of backup. Mid-bonds here as well. Veil down onto 11. Pops the hood though and Timber chains to safety. Space is there for the tier 1 push as well. Keen Gaming continuing to sweep up and down the map and take these towers now.
This time they'll be able to get it. They're looking to set up for the top kill. It looks like Secret. They also probably want to look to try to get this tower here. It's 11. He's pretty isolated. The TPs are going to start coming out.
He's tanky though. They're using the lasso. Ice Blast, it's going to come in, hit on pretty much 4 members of Secret it connects with, as they can look to just tear apart Yapsaw, false promise by Puppey.
He's got bottle charges. He should be just fine with the heals, and they're going to combo. They're looking for the lifestealer.
They're going to try and turn a little bit, but finally Dash Yi has turned up, gets the poke combo out, and that's going to be Nisha dead. Now old Chicken, he can look towards mid one as well. Mid one, he's got to run, he's got to hide. Kaka's got the grab with the shackles. Spells from Puppey have already been used, so there isn't the save required for mid-bot. Keen Gaming get both for the big cause. And sure, old 11 goes down, but certainly a worthy fight for Keen. As old Chicken really racks up the gold after that, and he's pushed very close to having the Deso. Wow.
Yeah, that is scary. That is a very scary timing when he gets it. They're going to have items to buff up their Alchemist with armor, because he's only got 11 with those phase boots. So, okay, they've got a medallion queued up on Yapsaw, and he's going to buy it. Okay, yeah, they need to get some armor items to solve how hard the Lifestealer is going to start hitting versus that Alchemist soon. So they are already addressing that. But yeah, very nice fight for Keen. As Nisha showing his face in mid. He's about to have BKB too, so he's also making sure he can protect himself versus that high damage that comes out from the Timber Saw.
They find another grab. Yapsor.
He's tanky.
He's
He's
got
tanky
the
enough,
rage. So they can finally finish him off. Chakram's out. Won't be enough to kill him. Backups there from Puppy, and now they turn with the toss on to Yi. Yi gets the boat out, covering themselves in the roam, keeping themselves safe, and in fact gets the connection onto Zai as well with the X-Mark drag back. Zai's dead. 11 now with a completed pipe. As Keen Gaming, they'll take the tier 2 in the mid lane. The push continues. 11 playing beautifully aggressive, just heading up to the high ground.
He's actually just absorbing everything now with this pipe too.
They're certainly stepping up the speed, Keen, and they have the gold advantage against the Alk lineup. If they can keep this up, they'll be at a good pace to challenge the high ground. Desolator done in just under 100 gold for Old Chicken.
Very scary. Some big timings coming out for Keen when they keep this aggression up. Mid one shows his face in mid. Immediately they're gonna go on him. They've got the Hex. They've got the grab.
There's no backup anywhere near him. Oh,
He's gonna
is he gonna tick out?
tick. Where's the Oracle? Anyone?
They need
Oracle
to
got
yeah,
him.
that will block some of the magical
Oh.
damage instances.
He was about to. He was about to pop. I think the next.
I
tick,
think he was one tick away.
I think he was one tick away.
He was. I did the numbers. Very, very close to finding a huge kill. Not quite having enough chain disable. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
between the Shaman and the Kunkka, it wasn't there.
They used everything, right? And that's with the level 3 of the Hex. It's only level 1 Shackles, though. But yeah, they threw everything on him. Give some time for Secret, some breathing room. As Keen's been playing super aggressive here in this game. And that's all, like you said, it's done. Level 15 as well on the Lifestealer, some more extra damage on top.
I was looking at so Yi's build this game, the BKB, and then queuing up the Halberd. Well, why do you think he feels the Halberd is necessary this game?
I mean, Halberd just is super good on Kunkka. It's so much.
Sure, it's strength, it's evasion.
Yeah.
You think it's more for that
Yeah.
rather than necessarily disarming a certain one of these heroes?
I'd imagine so. Like, it's not like there's like amazing targets to disarm. They're okay, but they're not like super. As we see, Keen Gaming, they are smoked up. Old Chicken does have his Midas up again during the smoke. As the Dire Courier, what? Wait, the Dire Courier was okay. It was going to old 11. I was like, it was just flying to nobody, but it was actually just going to that Timber Saw. As the wraparound is coming, the bounty runes.
See if they're able to make sure the Secret don't get a hold onto these. In position for the top 2. Bottom 2 are left undefended at the moment. Now the TP's come out, as Keen will try and challenge for all 4 runes by the looks of it this time around.
Zai is set up for the top ones though, and he's got wards too. He might actually just look to kill Dark. But now TPs are coming in. Yi.
See down bottom.
Expecting something.
Fight's already started. Look at the Hex, the Shackles onto Nisha. Rage out as well. Can they kill off Nisha? They're trying, but they won't quite get him. Nisha will live. They'll lose Kaka. Mid one's able to walk past, take the bounty runes. Old Chicken's trying to chase him. Up top, they did kill off Zai.
Yeah, Yi was able to actually find him there with the boat combo. And that was what, 2 for 2, right?
Mid one.
Yeah.
Old 11, old 11. 2 for 2 on the runes.
So Secret happy with that. As Nisha is getting close to an AC, that's also another very big item. As we mentioned, he needs to have some type of way to protect himself. Also taking the damage.
Yeah, I was just
we've seen that now multiple
times.
times.
We saw what
Okay.
Ace did earlier.
Yeah.
And yeah, focusing on the punching, the right clicking.
Yeah. So that's where the Halberd is actually going to play really nicely into.
Yeah, that's true, yes. If Nisha's going this sort of a build, yeah. The Halberd definitely is. It's going to be a very nice pickup for Yi.
Yeah, he's the tower hitter as Nisha. He's going to be the one just like taking objectives and killing stuff. Since mid one went for this like full magic build, Veil as well as the Maelstrom. So yeah, they're still keeping it.
Keeping them
very close.
And it's another one of those out situations where a lot of it's all on the out because there's 3 cores on Keen that the net worth is much more evenly split between.
Yep. Zai having a rough
Zai's
one.
falling heavily behind this game. Mid one he's still pretty much keeping up with the other 3 cores, but it's nothing to write home about.
It's timing.
Mainly the ALK that's the big fighting force, which of course it doesn't really matter too much. We've seen this happen in a lot of ALK games, and the ALK of course has been victorious.
They've got a timing here for Secret since that AC was just picked up for Nisha. They're looking to try to take a fight around. He's very strong now. Look at his damage. 250 per hit, and they get the lasso.
They get the
Hunt
big,
Chicken.
big grab as well.
Oh,
Old
no.
Chicken on the front lines.
They have the full retreat. They can't lose too many more casualties here. They're probably going to lose at least one, but nice Timber Chain play. Do they get the catch? They did not have a Fortune's End available, so they only lose a lifesteal at least, but it is a painful loss there. 50 seconds.
It puts a stop to any sort of play that Keen were looking for.
Yeah, and look at this. Mid one's already set up for top, expecting someone to look to push out this lane. Kaka will be the target, will be the culprit. Drops the Serpent Wards, but Yapsor is here.
So able to cancel it. They do have the X. Won't quite be able to drag him back into the Ice Blast. We'll get him into the boat. Mid one's got Puppey by his side.
Yeah, they even just buff him up, throw a little casual slight chains. As Nisha finds an Arcane Rune. He can look to beat on this mid tower, his Chemical Rage in 1 second. Be a little careful. That's stat reduction.
And back to Secret having the gold lead now.
Yep.
Mid one, BKB next up. Against all these disables, certainly warranted. At the end of the day, Puppey can only save so much.
Yeah, and it's always going to be a good item when you're playing versus like Timbersaw and AA. Even versus Shaman and Kunkka. It's a great item here on the Alchemist this game. Don't get your stat reduced. Don't have to put Puppey in like the super hard game where he always has to be in a perfect position. Puppey though, level 12, so he at least has that extra cast range as well. For the False Promise. Always carrying around a salve plus his urn. So that extra healing will always come into play. Maxed out Fate's Edict as well. Also very important when you're playing versus AA. Gives you that little bit of extra timing for you to kick the heal in after the Ice Blast goes off. And the extra cast range is lovely.
Smoke
Another
time.
Smoke. They've got, what, the Blink Dagger, I believe, for Anisha. Oh, he actually buys the Basher instead. Okay. So he's just all out about that right click. As old 11. It's far up. The Lotus Orb, right before the jump.
He did get it off. Concoction also getting reflected. As now time's been bought for Yi to come in, get the X-Mark combo down onto Zai. They'll cut across as well, looking for more behind him. As Zai will get frozen up by the cold feet. That's one down on Secret. Keen Gaming ready to try and chase for more. They'll look towards mid one, chains are out, but there's the Hex. From Kaka, they have the disable.
Oh,
Shackles out as well, 2 down.
What a boss.
Very quick there. We had it pretty much the same time go off. He getting that Lotus Orb onto himself as the lasso was dropped down.
I was going to say he's in a really dangerous position too when he was stepping there.
He didn't have vision, right?
Nope,
This was a
no
blind
vision.
jump. And he was ready.
Yeah, because they placed this one afterwards now. The one that they just cut the tree over here and put this deep ward down right below where you're, yeah, right there. They put down afterwards. So, yep, that was just sick by old 11. And he just pretty much, I mean, that was him dying.
It really made
for
the fight.
sure.
And
now
it
they
made
get
the
a
Roche.
because of it. That's massive.
Massive plays with this Roche. Aegis and pretty much the money for Old Chicken to feel very close to having the AC complete.
Yep. And they're able to get themselves 3 bounties by the looks of it too.
Big plays here from Keen.
They're looking to try to hunt here on Secret. Checking to see if those runes were taken as well. Damn, that was so sick.
Yeah, fully defensive Old 11 BKB next as well for him.
Like it. Cover all his bases, right? He's already got the protection against the majority of the spells. Now this is going to be the full protection to make sure he doesn't even get locked down at all. And he can stick on targets much easier. As yeah, that AC just around the corner, and they're even giving him. Looks like did he buy the tome or did
He bought the tome.
He bought the tome.
He
right?
bought the tome. I guess
Yeah.
what the race to the level 20 evasion.
Just trying to get that level. Just try to peak fast in comparison to the Alchemist. Peak faster and faster in any possible way. That's bottom. Good one. Getting pressured here. A little bit by old 11. He wants to keep pushing forward. He wants to go for like the next waves and stuff and try to get any, maybe even the rune. Keeping himself a defensive remnant down, just pushing himself as far forward from the base as possible.
Yeah, I mean the rest of them are stepping over in this direction. So one has to be a little careful how he shows his face.
Yeah, Kaka just waiting to see something here. the Glimmer with the Aether Lens. Easy wages to catch, and there, mid one is looking for the next wave.
No, we have it.
Oh, he's actually hiding still. And he has the AC finished already on Lifestealer. Okay, they've got Aegis, they've got this, they've got Serpent Wards ready. They're looking to push bottom. This is a timing.
Yeah, this is the time to go.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll see what sort of a defense Secret can put together. It's Keen. Got all the means to successfully and safely get in there. They can play with the X mark. Go in for the free hits.
Full Abyssal Blade on Nisha. He's committed. He has no buyback on the Alchemist.
That's a risk. Also put down onto the old chicken, but again, this constant X mark usage allowing for just damage to get laid down. They'll now drop the Serpent Wards. She's up the Chemical Rage. She'll start to clean them up pretty quickly. A Hex is upon him. Old Chicken again steps forward, pots the Rage, tries to go for Nisha, but the Bash is disabling the Lifestealer, and Old Chicken is getting rather low still. Has that Aegis.
Zai looking to try to catch him. He's X'd up though.
So they can get him back in the combo. Bo, Torrent's down, Zai gets dragged back, the Hex is there. He is able to force himself out of the initial jump.
And they get the Avalanche as well too, but another X.
Dragging him in. Again, Fate's Edict taking some of the magical off. Shackles are down, and Old Chicken has the physical to rip Zai apart. Ice Blast will come out onto Nisha, but Nisha pots the BKB. So he's fine, able to walk out back to safety. They did manage to get the Shaman. There's the toss back. They've caught themselves a second Secret as Old 11 will get caught back in the base.
That was scary there. I was wondering where Old Chicken went. I was like, oh yeah, he had to actually infest. It was looking pretty terrifying for him there. They were able to get the disengage pretty nice. Zai was looking in a lot of trouble there. He actually gets the Force Staff off somehow before the shot
Well, the Hex was out.
Yeah. Old Chicken. We'll have to just Rage TP out. But a pretty good hold there by Secret. They lose 1,400 HP on their tower. They actually didn't find the ward that's been placed inside of their base either. They hold for the time being. As it looks like Yapsor also now is going to have a full Solar Crest finished up. So that's these items really start to add up. You throw them on top of this very strong Alchemist. And in that fight too, like Kaka got instantly gone on, right? Mid one just pierced to the backlines. That's always one thing he has to watch out for as the Shadow Shaman. This Ember Spirit can always just get right on top of you. And with the BKB now finished for mid one, he's got a lot more liberty to play with inside the fights. Double Glimmer Capes though on Keen, so Secret does have to be carrying a decent amount of reveal on themselves. Yeah, Yapsor also has the 2 sentries. Okay, so it's not just Puppy who has to watch out for that. I think Zai maybe they should give one of them to Zai too.
Yeah, because he's normally the one jumping in looking for the lassos, and can be a bit awkward if he jumps in and Glimmer's already off and there's nothing for him to grab.
Yeah. Got Aegis being reclaimed in about 5 seconds. So they got a decent amount done with that. They got a good chunk of damage on down bottom. And it will be that cleave talent, as we've been seeing grabbed more and more.
Wants to fight, wants to punch Nisha.
Yep.
After the blink, Aghanim's ready to start being built out
Dire's middle tower is under
for the
attack.
team. And first and foremost, probably
Ember.
it's got to be right. You got to give it to the Ember.
Oh yeah.
This game. Got some nice ones on the Tiny in the back, but yeah, for sure for mid one, it's going to make his game very nice to play.
I actually think I like the Tiny's the least in this game. Because
At least in the Oracles?
Oracle can heal so much during one Fate's Edict on an Alchemist.
True, but is it not sort of overkill? Like, can you not just heal the Alch enough anyways? You really need the...
Probably, yeah, I mean, fine.
You know, you got to give it... I mean, Yap's obviously not got any items that...
He doesn't have the items that work with it,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why.
Nothing really...
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're probably true.
I mean, that's way later down the line. So that's,
Sure.
Ember Spirits, I'd imagine.
Ember Spirit's got to be...
Yeah.
It's got to be first in line.
Yeah, 100%. And then Zai's,
Zai.
and then, yeah. Keen. All sticking together with this smoke. See Yi also building his own right click as well.
Going for the Daedalus. And then queuing up an AC, which I imagine that he won't get. His Old Chicken's got one, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine he does.
Like, he's... It would be a little strange if they do double up on the ACs.
Yeah. Secret. There's smoke.
They're
They're
gonna
looking
jump.
for a catch.
They're going to try and jump in straight
Instant
away
X.
onto a tanky one. Nisha's in as well, looking for the backlines. He'll go for Kaka, but the Lotus Orb was placed on Kaka, so the stun gets reflected onto Nisha. Not that it matters, because Nisha still gets the chance to put the BKB. Old Chicken, he's trying to right-click down Nisha. They're surrounding him and chasing him out. Nisha's BKB is about to wear off. Open wounds are there from Old Chicken. They're on top of them. Drag back with the X mark. Finally, the false promise is there from Puppey. Keeping Nisha fine, allows him to blink out to the side. Throws out the GrandGrant, but the Lotus Orb. Again, Old 11 reflecting the stun. They're in onto Nisha. Nisha fully healed though after the false promise ends. Old Chicken's still trying to tackle him. They drag him back with the X mark, but they still can't quite kill him
cleaning up.
as they hold back Old Chicken. Nisha jumps back with the concoction. Secret will come out on top. As try as they might, Keen, they could not kill Nisha.
Fighting around that shrine there, that extra heals coming out. Zai and mid one just did so much work in the backlines. Nisha tanking everything, and that just allowed mid one to do, let's see, 5,000 damage. Or 4,200, whatever. I think he did a little bit more before the fight actually started on with one of the first slides that didn't get counted, but yeah, the outpost just tanked so much.
A disastrous fight for Keen. They really did put everything into trying to kill that out. They weren't able to do so.
And it's every little thing too, right? Like I saw Yapsor even solar cresting him every single time when he's getting focused. He got Fate Seeded multiple times to absorb those magic damage. And now they move up on, and they can easily get this Rax in. That's a huge swing. It was like 0, right? Pretty much flatlined, and now it's a 12k advantage for Secret after that.
And a set of Rax as well in the middle lane. A Secret.
And that was also before he gave the Aghanims to mid one. I believe he had the 3 pieces before the fight started, but he wasn't able to actually give the Aghanims during the fight.
Yeah.
So now even stronger here for Secret.
And it puts mid one healthily ahead in the net worth thanks to that Axe.
Yep.
He's up there, 21k. Nisha still leading the way, of course, as this Alchemist, 27,000 net worth. And this is the problem when you play against an out lineup. Doesn't really matter how well you hold in the early game. One bad fight, and suddenly you're pushed far, far behind.
Yeah, push super far behind, you lose all your mana. Much stronger. As Yapsor is starting to queue up the Echo Sabers and stuff like that. So he's preparing for it.
He's saying, look at me. Look, I'm ready for an Axe.
Yeah.
I'm ready for an Axe.
The Roche, they're not able to make it in time. The Aegis and the Cheese, they've got the Ags on the Timber Saw.
Yeah,
So
to go for the Axe over the BKB.
yeah, more damage coming into play. Probably feeling like they just don't have the damage to kill people now. As Secret, they want to fight.
They are. They're going in on Yapsor. X is out. Ward's dropped as well. Yapsor's able to force himself out of the whole entire combo. They'll go back into the river looking for Puppey and Mid1, but Mid1 pots the BKB. He's ready to chase down the Squishy. Stirs the remnants, jumping out onto Kaka. Kaka's dead. Dragback will be there, but they've lost both the supports. Puppey's still alive as he's just taken away the whole attention of Keen's cause. He'll false promise himself. But buybacks have come out from both supports. They jump in on the backlines. They've got Old Chicken. Puppey, he will die, but he's made so much space and created all the distraction that the rest of Secret can come in, clean up Yi. And Old 11 is also not getting out of this one as Secret take another convincing team wipe, doubling their lead now, 20k gold advantage as Keen Gaming, they are heavily paying the price for that bad fight they took around Secret Shrine.
And Puppey just buys back saying, hey guys, let's get another Rax. We're feeling very confident after these last few fights. There's no way that Keen can even bring down Nisha. They're just too strong. Mid one and Nisha just causing way too many problems. You were even saying, right? Puppey took forever to die.
He took forever to die. And that was the 3 cores beating down on him.
Yeah.
On bottom side, even get the solo kill, pick off there. Onto Kaka, no buyback on the Shaman.
Oh, he gave Yapsor the second Ags. As they're just going to look to push and end this
I mean,
one
he
here.
knows this one is.
Yeah.
This one's in the bag for Secret, and as we sort of said in the draft, probably a reason why we would expect to see a first phase ban on the Arc next game.
Yep.
It really is that hero that it doesn't matter how well you played at the start, because Keen, they did play very well with their lineup, but one mistake, one bad fight against an Alchemist, and the game very quickly can come to a full stop. As they'll try their best to defend, size in, grabs Old Chicken. Old Chicken's dead without buyback. Nisha pops the BKB. They'll try and push them off the Ancient. They will momentarily. Reflection of the concoction back over to Nisha, but Nisha focuses towards the objective as he's ready to seal this one up and move on to the second game here for Secret. As there's nothing that Keen Gaming can really do to stop him right now. Chemical Rage is out. The Ancient will fall. Slowly. Slowly, but very surely. GG is cool. Secret will take game 1. It's another win for Alchemist.
Another
and
win.
Scary to see as well. This is how strong the hero is. You can just pick it first, and you have that easy out to win the game. And Secret certainly did make it look easy after that mistake from Keen Gaming around that shrine point, trying to force a fight that they did come terribly close to coming out on top. They nearly did kill the Alk,
Yeah.
but Alk plus Oracle, that's an opener in a draft that you're going to really struggle to beat.
Yeah, the Alk Oracle, especially when you have AA Kunkka. The Oracle just counters both of your heroes very intensely inside of that mid game. And also the itemization. I love the way Secret did go for Solar Crest on the Tiny, maybe a little bit unorthodox as people have been seeing the blinks and stuff like that, but buffing up that Alk, also going for, he goes for the second item, BKB, to protect himself. So, yeah, they covered their bases pretty nicely. And Keen, they still played pretty well. They had their aggressive movements, but
it looked really good at the start. It seemed like they had the right idea.
Yeah.
It's just Alk is that strong that
Alchemist.
the idea wasn't strong enough. One flaw in the plan, and the game just opens up for Secret and Nisha's out to take the victory. So the question is asked, next game, will they first phase ban the Alk?
Probably.
We'll see. We'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Secret take the lead at the moment in the series with the first game. We'll see how Keen react to the Alk in that Game 2 draft, which will come up in just a few minutes. We'll see you soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ti9 group stages coming to you live from Shanghai. I'm ODPixel here with Fogged, and we're halfway through the series of Secret versus Keen. Secret able to take game 1. The draft has begun for game 2, so we'll be able to get it on your screens and see what the answer is going to be from Keen. And it is indeed going to be that first phase Alchemist ban was picked up first by Secret last game, and was one of the major reasons for them getting that easy win after a failed push from Keen. But overall, Keen not looking bad. They did have a lot of hope in the early game and had some great lanes.
Are they going to ban Brood here? I think Secret's going to take a Brood first too or something if they don't ban the Brood here. They banned the Kunkka. I don't know,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That has got to be the worry.
They'll just switch up too. They banned the Enigma.
I think you're right about that Brood.
Right, I think they're talking about it right now.
I think they might be preoccupied with thinking about some of the supports of Secret.
And they see the
before
Kunkka
they
ban
ban
though, right? And they're probably just like,
You've got to think about the Brood. Now the thing is, I don't think Secret would pick the Brood in the first two. Right?
I don't think so.
I feel you. For as good as Brood can be, I don't think you can do that. They don't ban the Brood. They do leave the Brood in.
Okay.
I would be very surprised, and at least if Secret do pick it in the first two, I don't think it's like game over. I think Keen.
There's ways to set up, yeah.
Yeah, if you're picking the Brood that early, I mean, I don't know. It is Secret and it is mid one, and he's like obviously one of the scariest Brood players.
Like this
So
might be where you
maybe.
ask, like, what do we ban?
Yeah.
What's the other hero that can maybe deal with it?
Well, I mean, obviously Secret's answer is the Shaker, right? That's what they did against the Brood
yeah, they did
the other day. But then, sure, if you're banning, if you're banning Shaker and Kunkka in your first two,
did they do Shaker vs Brood? They did Shaker
you were
vs
the one
Meepo.
that told me that. Oh,
Shaker
sorry,
vs.
I'm
Meepo.
thinking Meepo.
Yeah,
You're right. Sorry, I'm thinking Meepo. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's Kunkka, right? What else is sort of a meta hero that's super good against Brood?
Super good.
There's not really, like, well, the big counters, well, not big counters, but heroes that can do well. What, like LC?
TA used to be pretty good in the lane because you just, Brood
Sure, you
just can't really
you can
lane.
deny it, yeah.
You just deny and you just push in the lane constantly.
Let's have a look. So Chen's going to get to make a bit of a showing here for Keen.
Do they do it? IO. Okay, maybe it's not going to be the spider. It's just IO gyro. Okay.
I know, I can still see them doing the spider down the line.
I think that they could
There's
still do it down the line.
definitely the chance for Secret to pick that Brood this game.
Surprising to see them take the IO. They are not the biggest IO team. That's the one thing we've always said about Secret. They have played it a couple times, sure.
Yapsel plays a very good IO, right? But
He
it'll
does,
be
but
Puppy.
Well,
He's
he was the one who was
Yapsel.
playing it. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. It's just something about Secret. I've always whenever I've seen them pick them, they pick it, but they've had other heroes that they're just better on. They have other strategies that they just work better on, but they're running the IO gyro this time.
And Gyro, of course, has seen a lot of play, a lot of success here in the group stage. Obviously, without the IO. But nonetheless, still with the IO, you can't forget that it does help that extra little bit. Makes him, just enables him, gets more active across the map.
It also could just not laned with IO. It could be a mid gyrocopter too, right? We still have flex that can come out. They could look for something like an IO Luna, and they could just completely switch stuff up entirely from Secret still. So that's something Keen has to keep in mind. So
could even see the support Luna.
Yeah, we have
Yapsel's,
seen that.
He's done it before, right?
Especially with IO.
It was with IO.
With IO, because you get the strength bonus for your IO. Okay, so the Grimstroke, because the IO is gonna be paired up to somebody, you're gonna get people bound together.
I guess the Grim's kind of. Would you say the Grim's kind of nice against Brood, or do you think you don't care? Stroke is.
I don't think you care.
You don't care about the stroke.
No, you don't care. You eat him.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They ban out Spirit Breaker.
Oh, he's Puppy on the Spirit Breaker. He's done
global
that
threat.
before, right?
Yeah, global threat with the IO.
Yeah, setting up for ganks and plays.
That was a hero also that I thought was going to get picked a lot. Or a little bit more, at least. I know he's gotten changed a bunch of times. His damage is a lot weaker and all that, but yeah, he's another hero that I thought was going to get grabbed a bunch. I like the Sven Ven. I think this is a hero that I feel like teams are not picking enough versus Gyrocopter.
And
like Sven versus Gyro just
and against the Brood, right? Sven and his cleave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna Brood.
You think they're gonna Brood?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I just feel they're gonna Brood, especially versus Chen and Grim. These two heroes.
They're gonna Brood.
They're gonna Brood.
They're gonna Brood.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna Brood.
But Keen should know that, right?
I don't.
And maybe they won't brood. But if they are going to brood, Keen
They have to.
have got to be thinking. They've got to be
gotta
thinking
be
about
thinking
it.
about
It's
it.
not like it's some hidden thing that they do. Secret. We know that we've seen it yesterday. Mid one is brood.
They did suffer quite heavily in the laning phase, and it didn't
Yeah,
look
it
like
was.
they were going to
Sure,
lose
it was
the
not
game,
an easy
but
game. It was
yeah.
not an easy game.
He went for the Midas, and he
I mean,
went
for
the
mid
level
one,
20
it was.
talent,
He
but
only died once, and
Yeah.
he was playing his own game of Dota. But around him, sure, chaos was still being ensued on the other side lanes. Secret. Which team was that again? It was
that was Alliance playing with the
Alliance,
Ogre
right.
Willow.
Oh, and Alliance nearly winning that game as well.
Yeah, they had Ogre Willow, and then they had.
And they did pick the Tiny.
Yeah, Tiny in the mid
that
lane.
worked very well against, well, pretty much the entirety of the rest of the team for the most part.
Yeah.
Morph to be banned.
Since they have the Gyrocopter.
Yes, you've got to ban it if you play Gyro. It's pretty much. It feels like, I don't know what the win rate is directly from those heroes, but Morph versus Gyro, it's got to be in the 70 plus. Is that hero winning in competitive when it gets picked up against it?
I feel like those two heroes are the best bans versus Gyrocopter, at least for me. Even like going back a while ago, the Sven plus the Morphling used to just be excellent heroes versus this Gyrocopter.
Centaur.
Going for the Centaur. Big fan of IO Gyro with the Centaur, just easily getting on top of targets.
Yep, extra bit of setup.
Yep. Gives you items to protect as well.
Team secrets.
What are they going to go for here? They're going to go for the... Okay, this could be them prepping.
Oh, see, they might be.
They might be prepping.
But there's no way that you let Secret take a brood, is there? If you think they're going to pick a brood, that feels very risky.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we did see Ti9 have a good game, have a good lane against a brood when Alliance played it. But I
Maybe it
don't know
puts
if you
them
can
off.
very easily sort of replicate that.
Yeah, maybe it puts them off from playing it though, right?
10
Maybe.
seconds remaining.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. He only died once. He just goes
Stampeding
jungle.
Spider sounds pretty terrifying as
Yeah.
well.
And also, now you do have that offlane that is going to be building Pipe and Crimson to buff him up.
Like, then Stampeding Spiders playing Chen and Grimstroke, like, you're just dead. They just surround you instantly. But
Maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
they
think they
feel
might
that
be put
Tiny
away
made it
from
hard
it.
enough. Maybe they feel
Yeah.
that Tiny made it hard enough.
maybe I just feel like they don't need to do something like that. They've already
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
strong draft.
That's true.
Yeah, they're going for full team fight.
Yeah.
Team secrets.
Quick pick. Keen, no hesitation picking up this OD.
Oh, now.
Now
I
the
was gonna say
brood.
now
Now the brood
that
comes
you've
back.
seen the OD mid, you're like, brood.
Now you go back for the
brood.
brood for the mid lane. And they're
But they
they're the
could-
overall last pick
They
too.
could move the OD safe lane and put the Tiny mid, so. And yeah, you're right. With the Warlock, maybe you want someone to sort of come
That is
over
true.
that as well.
They still, yeah, no, they still.
Maybe they want to like.
Seconds remaining.
We just
well,
got the brood in our mind because
we
the
got the
punk
brood in
event.
our
Yeah,
mind,
brood.
yeah. I mean, they could do the comeback. There's a lot of reasons to believe that Secret might go for a 5th pick brood, but maybe they won't.
Warlock Gyro, big fun.
Yeah.
Fatal bonds with Flak and Call Down,
Oh yeah.
real nice. Versus Chen too. Just the fatal bonds catching but catching a creep plus a couple of heroes. Those creeps have a lot of HP. Also just the double heals too for the arrow. Double sustain. Yeah, a lot of sustain coming out. The playmaking looks like it's gonna be a little hard, at least coming from the supports on Secret though already, right? Io and Warlock. A lot more about just like the overall team aspect coming out here from Secret rather than lots of plays around the lanes.
What else could you see for mid on this game? Void's going to be banned. Also pretty good at catching a brood. No. Yeah.
Oh come on!
Yeah.
Now we're reaching.
What about mid one Sniper? I want to see
Sniper
him
looks
shooting the
nice.
OD. You've got a Stampede to get you out of there. You've got an IO to help you out as well.
Sniper looks really nice.
Sniper's pretty good against all these heroes. Sure, Tiny can combo you, but if it's not a Tiny... Well, I would think the Tiny's going to be old 11 Tiny, right, on the offlane?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Sniper or Broodmother. Look really good for Secret.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see. Maybe Keen ban one of them. They got this last ban.
Yeah, which one is it gonna be?
They want to ban something to make sure that OD has a pretty clean lane.
Maybe they want something a little bit tanky. Yeah, no, you don't, because you're over OD. Because OD just eats off of it. They're thinking as well what they want to do. Which one's it gonna be? This is where like the big discussions happen. It's like, do we have enough to deal with this? And they also have to snap pick after this, so they reveal where their roles are. Still, like you said though, they can flex stuff around.
I go right into the extra time on this last ban.
Might as well.
What are they most scared of? Secret grabbing, and they did it. I mean, as you said, this gyro could go mid or safe lane as well.
That is
Could still be a mid one gyro and keeping niches picked till last.
yeah, still a bit of a fear.
Keen
It's gonna be
They
the Ember,
will
man.
ban that Ember.
And they're gonna take
Oh!
the Brood.
Oh,
That
there
was
you
the
go.
that was the
twist,
discussion.
The twist in the story.
Oh, I love it.
Keen, they take it for themselves, and
Oh,
now
I love it.
Secret.
Now
are
they're
like,
probably-
oh, that wasn't the plan.
All right, what do you pick now for Secret?
That wasn't the plan. I mean, they do have bonds and jar. They've got ways to kill the spider. Go for the beast.
So who's got? So Beast mid? It's Beast mid versus Broodmother.
But
But
Old
it's
11's playing the
playing it.
Brood. So it will be as well. I mean, obviously, Old 11 still could go mid. He's the Brood player. So
Wait. Old Chicken Tiny. So safe lane Tiny.
okay, safe lane Tiny, mid lane Beastmaster. What's going on? How are they gonna lane it?
I am so intrigued here.
I mean, is mid one definitely going to go mid? Or will we see Nisha go mid
Gyro.
with Io and mid one take a side lane?
Maybe we have like some level 1 smokes
Yeah.
try to see where people are matched up, but mid 1 Beastmaster.
I've
All
never
right,
seen
man,
it. Never seen it before.
So he's got good ways to scout always for the Broodmother, right? He's always got the hawk to be able to look for him, and now Roar eats trees, right? Roar kills all the trees in the area too
Okay.
to hunt.
I mean,
Axes kill trees.
Is it a game where you rush Axes,
was
and
thinking
Fatal
Axes.
Bonds,
dude. Fatal Bonds and Aghanims Beastmaster.
Hmm.
There's a lot of damage.
They've got OD versus Beast though. OD is pretty traditionally good versus Beastmaster.
Yeah,
Putting
someone
under the
gets
target of
roared.
Roar, yeah.
Astral, in you go.
It's looking pretty. I mean, it looks pretty okay for Keen in this one with the way they've got set up with this last pick.
Look how
Brood.
dirty of a Brood player Old 11 is. That's a lot of games under his belt.
I mean, we let it slip by. We just
Yeah.
kept saying Broodmother, and then boom, Keen. They had the.
I mean, they
had
knew.
the concept.
Keen did
they had
know.
it in mind.
They had it. They knew that Secret probably wanted it, and they took it for themselves. But saying that, Secret were relatively quick with the response of the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
And
so the
yeah,
Brood is going straight to the mid, and they're
and-
going to send the Beast mid.
So
I don't know how
they
I
think
don't know
that
this
they think this can beat the Brood. Well, how in concept do you think it can?
He's going to own the Brood in the lane. He has
He will.
23 base damage over him.
Okay.
Like the Brood, I mean, the thing about the Brood, though, is that you just go to the jungle. But maybe the Beast can chase, and maybe they're going to put some wards down to at least cover and block the camps. Maybe that's going to be their approach. I'm really curious to see this one. But Beast, you have a crazy high base damage advantage, great animation, super high strength as well. The right clicks, Brood cannot trade with you at all. So, I mean, that's okay, cool. I'm really intrigued by this pick here.
I mean,
Yeah, right,
to
look
the
at the
point of
damage.
we'll see how it goes, but maybe if you do, it depends how sort of highly you would consider the Mines of Secret. Maybe they wanted the Brood to be picked because they wanted to try this. They feel they had the answer to a Brood pick, and this is the statement game, right? If you can just beat the final pick Brood with the Beastmaster mid, then it puts other teams off picking Brood against you in the future.
They got bound up on just the two of the heroes, but Chicken, he's getting run down. There's another barrage. He's going to have to use... He's actually got the tree grab, so... They're looking to continue chasing here, and Kaka's looking pretty dead here.
I mean, yeah, but this third barrage, they'll get a...
Oh, they actually
Ooh,
went for
the
the
body
bounty
blocks?
instead. But now Dark is probably going to die instead. Maybe.
Okay, the fourth and final barrage.
Oh.
It's
Nope.
not enough. None of them die.
None of them die, and
None
they all
of them
are
die.
at pretty much 0 HP.
They are, though. They are going to have to regen up somehow.
And they did block the one camp in the mid lane too. So they put the one ward there to block the camp from the Broodmother, and they're having the Beastmaster here with the inner beast leveled up level 1 too. So focusing on just getting those last hits early on with that very high base damage advantage, as I was saying. And
Let's
he's
see
just
if it
hitting him.
goes.
Look at him, he just hits him.
Oh, didn't get that one.
Such a nice animation. Nice top, we see the pressure coming out. Chicken is ink swelled. It's on Nisha.
Oh, the
Nisha?
Fairy Fire?
The Fairy Fire? Is it enough?
That'll do it. Yep, so.
Is he gonna get the one more touch? Is he
Needs
gonna get it?
He needs one more.
South.
Maybe can he still get the kill? Needs a couple more if he can find him. Old Chicken is hiding in the trees.
Still giving him the beat in Chicken.
Yapso's going to have this, surely. Yapso's his turn. He's going for Kaka. Old Chicken does manage to hide again. Old Chicken's trying to go back and poke at this. The Stout
He
Shield,
gets him.
it won't do it.
And he
Yapso
can
still
tether.
gets the kill. And he's out.
Oh, man. That's huge for an IO getting a first blood. You get your bottle right away.
My goodness. They were so close as well to killing Nisha, but that Fairy Fire from Yapso.
Alright, looks like Brood still just gets all the last hits anyway with the spiders. I thought
Well, that was the thing,
I
right?
thought
You
the
have the
Beastmaster was still
spiders.
gonna do I thought maybe. You have such high base damage, but yeah, the spiders is just man, I was hoping. But Broodmother, still Broodmother. But they blocked the camp, so it'll slow her down a little bit. A decent amount, actually.
Of course, Keen with the safe lane OD with the setup. Not the place we always see the hero, but has worked out in the past. But for some of the other Chinese teams as well, something that they do like to do. Have the OD in the carry position from one of the side lanes.
Yeah, you're playing versus a beefy Centaurs, right? So you can eventually start getting your Arcane Orb later on.
There will be that Fatal Bond spam from Puppy and an attempt to keep them both.
Yep.
Flow a little bit in the bottom lane.
Mid one's still going to be very rich, like with these axes. He's got his Soul Ring finished up, so I think he's still going to pull out ahead in this lane. That's the one thing. Like I said, he was going to own it, but yeah, I was being a little bit overzealous there, of course. As the second axes, he's getting the right click stacked up also on him. These axes have very low cooldown. He's got 4 stacks right now on top of old 11. He might just throw another one here. Waiting for the creep wave, it looked like. Nope. Just continuing that spam. So top, Nisha, suffering a little bit in the last hits, but it's just like a kind of a mess of a lane here from both sides. Just lots of battling. Seems like they're just trading a bunch. The courier. It's going to upgrade 3 minutes. Not going to happen there for Kaka.
And not quite able to get the second hit in.
Yeah. And they've got the bottle, so the sustain for Secret in this top lane should be a little bit higher there for Keen. Than Keen.
Yeah, you absolutely should be able to keep Nisha.
Yep.
Safe enough to find the farm. It's just going to be old chicken that will sort of slow down a little bit with that hard-hitting Ti9.
Yep. They will give that Sentry Ward, of course, to the mid lane, so he gets rid of that. The ward that was blocking that very important camp for the Broodmother. So mid one is also going to be going for a bottle himself, too, just to continue that spam, since the axes are, I mean, they add up. Such low cooldown, the spam.
Yeah, Midbon does have 51 CS. Obviously, some of those spiders still always pretty crazy to see at this point, just before the 4-minute mark in that middle lane.
Yeah, it really adds up, though. They really do start to add up there. And so you can put pressure on the tower, too, right? Like, if the Brood does go away too long, this tower dies super quickly to a Beastmaster.
Yeah.
So
He hits hard.
he's sending spiders. Look at the split from the spiders looking to kill runes. This little spiderling bottom. Is he going to get the regen? Oh, Puppy takes it, but he gets hit instantly. Nice micro from Old 11. I like it. He saw the bottle on mid one, so. The one little spiderling.
We've seen the farm for you down bottom. 21 for 8.
Yeah, he's
Nice
doing
for
really
series. He's coming out on top. The Fatal Pond's not really pushing him back that far.
No.
As a lot of the times as we're seeing, sure the Fatal Ponds is out, but Zai can't really do anything to follow up the link. As anytime he gets close, he does just get punched by the OD.
Yeah, I think he's still just happy he's got 19 last hits, says the Centaur down here. It's just important to be able to get that versus the Chen lane. And OD in particular, as they are pretty strong here to get these bounty runes down bottom as they're poised to get both of them. And yeah, mid one already level 6. Yes, oh, top.
I get one. They're probably going to get both of them. Kaka will be able to get the bounty rune on the way out.
He's leading them away from the bounty, but yeah, Yapster's going to just make sure that he goes for it himself. So they get a double kill there for Nisha in that top lane. 3-0 already, 2k gold advantage. Mid one now jungling himself. So Old 11 should pull quite a bit ahead, at least in that, because he's jungles just so much faster than a Beastmaster.
And what's the build going to be for the mid Beastmaster?
Really curious about it.
Are you prioritizing Blink in your lineup, or are you still just going to get like some of the team items, the Solar Crest yourself and such?
I don't know, man. I think the Aghanim sounded pretty decent.
I mean, you think you might?
Because you don't want to go book this game, because you're versus Chan, you're versus OD, you're versus all these things that don't really care about it.
I mean, because Ags, though...
But catch isn't bad either.
Don't you suffer with the mana? Well, I guess it's 95. You've got a lot of mana to play with. You can get at least 3 of them out in quick succession. I don't know. Maybe not that early in the build, the Ags.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. The nice thing he has, though, is they have the IO plus Gyrocopter with Beastmaster. Old school classic. You roar, you relocate. You can look to set up some pretty easy kills a lot of the time. Similar thing with the Centaur as well. It's any of these type of stunts. You can always just set up for relocates.
See, Yeet. He's got the second null and needing the money for the treads. Top lane. Here you go on to Old Chicken. Just managed to get the toss back on Nisha.
Huh. He just one-shotted all those spiders with the axe. He's got a ton of gold from it.
He's got
121 last hits.
That's got to be the. That has to be the highest.
Highest
last
at
hit.
6 minutes 50.
It really does. I know it's spiders, whatnot, but even
It's
so,
so
I
many.
don't think there's. That's got to be the highest CS at 7 minutes in. Nahas, run the stats. We're gonna get Alan on the stats on that one. It's got to be. That's got to be. I've never seen CS that high at 7 minutes in. It absolutely has to be the highest CS ever. And I'm going to declare it the highest CS in Pro Dota 2 at 7 minutes in. I don't need to check the stats. We make the stats. We can do fake stats or not. This is the highest CS at 7 minutes in.
I don't know why I think I've seen higher.
But what situation, right?
Another broodmother?
What?
A bad broodmother that couldn't micro
I
spiders?
mean, there's got to be a bit like he has fed a lot of spiders, right? Like I know
mean,
he's probably not used to playing against the Beastmaster.
Look at that. A bunch of them lived there that time.
Well, a lot of them died as well.
Yep. All right. Okay, cool. Cool, bro. I mean,
He's just going to rush Boots to travel as well.
Oh, so he's going to be able to set up everywhere
get around
all over
the map.
All right, cool. Okay. I mean, he's rush boot. He has boots to travel. 8 minutes in.
8 minutes Boots. And an invisible. Oh, that'll do as well for a gang.
Oh, Stampede. Sai trying to get out here. The OD ult was committed as well, and Sai is going to walk away.
Yeah, he'll take that cooldown trade. Yeah, sure, obviously both of them are long, but as a safe lane OD in particular, you're really hoping to get a kill with that first sanity.
Oh, he's just queuing up normal items. Bots into Medallion, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
We were excited. We're still excited for it anyway.
Well, CS? Yeah, we'll see how does that transfer into net worth. Obviously, a lot of the spiders, so
He's still
the
up
net
ahead.
worth isn't as sort of impressive looking, but keep on the last hits for.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll move over to it now.
It's
We'll
still
move
pretty
over
good.
to net worth when he hits the 150.
I'll keep it on network for myself. So Old Levin has the Midas, so he's still having an excellent time.
There you
As
go,
his brood
150
mother.
CS before the 9 minute mark.
Oh, whoa, whoa. They're looking for mid one. Unable to do so. Bottom, mid one, invis. TP's on the tower. He seems to know this is up, but he's actually just hitting this neutral. He doesn't seem to know this is up. Mid one setting up. They don't have relocate. He uses the Astral.
Yeah, mid one can't. He's not going to have the damage on his own.
No, he needs more.
Yeah. As you said, yeah, still half a level until IO has that. I mean, he's just soaking up XP for now. Spending a lot of time hunting around doing this, though. And I mean, at the moment, there's no intention of Puppy to head over. Obviously, Puppy can just offer up a shadow word.
If he steps up too far to a creep wave, Axis
Right.
plus a
with
Fatal
the
Bond,
bonds,
right?
with the bonds and the axes.
Maybe it's enough. It's still kind of low.
Okay, TP out.
Yeah, it still
that'll keep him
wasn't enough.
safe. Yeah, it always felt
They
a little
tried.
questionable. It was, were they going to do it? It was cute that they tried with the fatal bonds and the axes on the creeps, but yeah, not enough. Not enough to take that OD down from full HP. Mid lane, Zai, bit of a poke on Kaka, but Old Levin's here.
Spiders.
Turns around him, he's able to get the bug off in time before the stun connects, so can pop Stampede and get himself away.
Very nicely done. And then, of course, we just see Yapso and Nisha. They're just trying to full farm efficiency, as that's what we see from the IO, the gyrocopter. And they've got level 7 now on IO, so he's got the relocate available. He's also only put the 1 point in the spirits this game, so more points in the tether, as well as that overcharge just for that increased healing, just to make sure that it's all about Nisha. It's all about just getting that farm going. He's not going to break the tether for a while, but yeah, he's got like 2 or 3 points in it.
Obviously, Old Levin halfway towards the Aghanims.
So it'll still be, I mean, that's going to be really devastating,
It's
right?
going to be
Just
fast.
For the IO
It's
and the
gonna be very
Warlock,
fast.
it's going to be pretty tough for them to play around. So they're going to have to be grouped up on Secret a lot versus this Broodmother when he gets it. It's only 3-0 in this game. 10 minutes in, very quiet.
We're seeing Old Chicken. His items doing.
How's he been doing anyway, yeah. Okay, just phase double bracer. We'll have to get this tower, though, it looks like here.
It's definitely got to be a bit of a worry for Secret that they haven't been able to do anything about the brewery, and they haven't really been able to do anything with mid one. He was able to get the tier 1 tower down bottom, but no chance for kills and no opportunity for setups. And in fact, mid one will get the roar off. Does still get clipped by the stun. Old Chicken's in as well, and mid one, he's dead.
Yeah.
King Gamer will be able to catch him as he tries to come a little too close to the tower.
Painful death, too. A lot of experience given. Level 11. 11 about to be level 14 already on the Broodmother. So he really wanted to try to get for that tier 1 mid, but just steps up a little bit too far.
I mean, this is the thing right now. Obviously in the mid lane, mid one was able to farm some of the spiders. He was able to farm in that mid lane. But it's still a Brood.
Yeah.
It's still a Brood. And Old 11's still hitting all the timings. And 7,000 net worth. The 12 minutes in, this Midas Axe is going to be absolutely on track.
Yeah, the gyro is very farmed, though. 6,000 net worth as well on Nisha. He already has the Maelstrom finished up. Only level 8, so he's got a lot to, so much room to grow, of course, so early on, but he's got to be amped up too, right? The Beastmaster as well does give you a little bit more amplification with that inner beast. You're also building towards Vlad's as well as Medallion, probably a Solar Crest afterwards, just buffing up that Gyrocopter and having him just be the true carry. As it's a pretty okay game for the, it's a pretty good game for the Gyro carry if you guys get to that point. But yeah, the Brood, pretty much Aghanim is going to be done any moment now. As he's going to be able to traverse the map and pick off any of the supports very easily.
And bottom design Puppy will find some space to push on. Mid one TPing over as well with a boost of travel.
Okay, setting up for this one here. Kaka already just down here. So who has TP? Old Chicken does have his TP available too. So he might be the one to move down with Yi to defend this tower. We see 11. Stepping forward here versus Nisha and Yapzor. Level 15 Brood versus 2 level 8s. So crazy. They will claim themselves that bottom tier 2 though without actually losing anybody. Yeah, it's just so crazy to just see those levels, right? Level 15 at the 1340.
That's just Broodmother things.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, whatever you put in lane against it, you're always going to be able to jungle. And you'll always hit those item timings. And I really feel this. It's going to be secret put to the test here. Do they have the answer for a Brood this game? I mean, as you say, the Gyro, they have got that AoE damage. They've got the Fatal Pawns. They've got the combos and such, but if Old 11's able to play smartly around it, which he's certainly looking to be able to do so, and we've seen on the records, Old 11,
look at Puppy already.
He's a big old Brood player. Stampede having to be used to keep him safe. They dropped the Golem, but Old 11's already down on the low ground. They do have the Roar as well. They will surround him. They have the team's efforts focused heavily on getting the Spider. Will they get him? They do. The cooldown finishes him off. Secret, they bring in the 5-man, and with that, pretty much every ult available, they can kill the Spider.
Yeah, bringing absolutely everything. They'll get themselves a tier 1 out of it too.
Maybe even a tier 2.
To jump forward a little bit more. No, they're just going to make their way. Yeah. They've got the Blink Dagger also for Zai, about to be picked up. They've got Bounty Runes coming up. Get some deep wards.
So they can kill him. It just
takes
literally everything. Takes everything.
But it is a level 15 Brood that they kill, so it's like, oh, that's pretty good experience they get. Even if it's distributed.
Midas efficiency is wasted.
Ooh, mid one. Getting a little bit of a wrap around here. Oh.
And nothing you can do alone to stop a TP, and even with Puppy there as well. So it's always the chance for Yi to get out with a TP play. See Keen Gaming smoking up Old Chicken and Dark behind Kaka.
Yeah, Blink Dagger on the Ti9 now. Going to set up for anything as mid one. We'll just go toward top, deal with more of the push. Just keep the lanes pushed out so Yapzor as well as Nisha can just keep this farm up until they get the Aghanims in particular, of course, on Nisha. I think Yapzor also almost has Mac. So yeah, these two are still having a pretty solid game on the side of Secret. So 11 will walk up. He's got to be a little careful how far he walks up on the board. Oh!
Zai able to walk in, get the two of them. There's the Hunter God Heal coming out, keeping Old Chicken and Kaka alive for now. Kaka able to get a spell up, but he's dead, and so's Old Chicken. As the two of them standing totally still, allowing an easy blink reveal from Zai, and on to Dark as well. That's a third.
Huge reveal there. It looked like he was going to jump forward onto the Broodmother there, but they caught vision of the guys on the right there and immediately jumped forward onto them instead, not wanting to get surrounded. Yeah, quick 3 kills picked up by them there. It's 7-1. And that is that pretty much the Ags? No. Okay. 1,000 more for Nisha. So he's getting those time.
But
He's
a very quick timing, as you say. 4-0-3.
And Yee's not going to be able to farm at that type of pace as an OD, as this, like, you know, he was safe lane, so he's still level 12, which is pretty impressive.
Sure, but he was, you know, he's not got the Midas. He is going straight for the items to make the plays with, and he just hasn't been able to make the plays with them. 0-0-0. There's no sort of positive action for Keen Gaming at the moment. 17 minutes in, just that one kill. But they have the Brood.
They have the Brood, though. As Zai, mid one, both set up on top here. Cold Chicken's pretty tanky, though. It's a tiny, 16 armor, 1800 HP with next to a tower. Still a bit afraid to commit forward there. So yeah, mid one, he's just going for standard. But the next item, after the solo, maybe he just goes full auras. Maybe he just does Vlad's in AC, or Solar Crest in AC.
Yeah, it would be nice for his
likely,
team
yeah.
against the Spiders.
The rock gets dropped just to not die from the Spiders. As Zai comes in also to clean them up. Puppy survives.
Is that worth? I mean, why is that worth?
Because he's alive.
I guess.
Because Puppy didn't want to die.
But then you don't have the rock to make plays with 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just wonder why that decision's made there. Maybe
I will not question Puppy.
No, I mean I'm not. I just wondered why.
Yeah, he's probably just still feeling like they don't even need it to take fights. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they'll move in.
We say that, and
with the cooldown. Oh, Chicken, they are dying here.
Oh my God!
They are certainly dying.
They don't need the rock.
They don't need the rock.
Way too much damage.
The rock was still there. They still got to fight with it. You know, Puppy was able to walk it in and start punching people.
Oh my God! They're going to clean up absolutely everybody. All 5 heroes going down with the double edge, losing nobody.
See, Puppy, the 400 IQ play there.
Did they
just drop the rock to save yourself? Come back in. Yeah, he got the bonds out.
He got bonds out with the Ags Gyro with the call down.
If he was dead, he wouldn't have been able to be there to drop the bonds.
Yep. 1,300 damage from bonds.
There we go.
4,300 from Gyro.
600 IQ play. Yep. Save yourself.
They also didn't even use the mech. That was the crazy thing inside of this fight. They were able to just sustain enough to be able to push forward and, yeah, be just fine. So, yeah, we see the rock hitting a couple times in there, but, yeah, those fatal bonds and just the gyrocopter doing 4,400 damage in a clustered area.
Oh, boy.
And Secret, they've gotten full control of it now. And the Brood
needs his BKB old level.
Yeah.
Then he can start to really fight back in these fights.
Just take out the supports, get into the backlines easy with BKB. But, yeah, Secret, their plan is working.
Yeah, it really is quite a substantial lead to have at this 20-minute mark.
They keep sending the Hawk out, looking for any situations where they can get a fight. They see 11 for a second. Blink forward, the stun. They've got to relocate. They have a Roar follow-up too.
And they're on top of him. And he's gone out of goal point, save him all. Chicken tries to jump in, looks a bit more, but the mech's pop. That's another kill for him. 2 kills for Secret. The Sanities does finish off mid one, but it's put Yi in a very dangerous position as it's 3 more kills for Secret.
Old Chicken just jumped into his death there. They committed a lot forward for there. They're losing all 3 cores just for mid one. Secret is definitely just fine with that, as they will claim also 2 of the bounty runes. And yeah, continue this push forward here. 2-15. This has gotten pretty out of hand pretty quickly.
It has indeed. Secret showing that they have the answers for a team that wants to play the Brood. We saw, you know, sort of a similar situation in the past where a team has been massively ahead, but the Broods have been in a great position. That's not really the case this game. Sure, the Brood is farmed, but he's not as farmed as the Gyro. He's not, you know, he's not that top net worth, and he is dying. It's not like he's avoiding these fights. Old 11 has died 3 times this game.
It's still not quite level 20. Like, he was level 15 at the 13-minute mark, like we were saying, but now he's only 18 at the 21. And the big moment is the level 20. You get that spider attack damage. It's why you go for the Midas. It's why you go for the whole build. As now, Secret going straight into this Roche with a DD on Nisha. This will be quick and easy as Keen, they don't have their OD ulti. They don't have their Hand of God either. Fighting this is impossible. Secret have everything available. And they're looking real sharp in this game.
Everything's looking to fall into place, and they're sort of it does feel like their test has been successful so far. They let the Brood go through. They didn't get it themselves, and they're showing. It doesn't matter if you last pick Brutus. We've got the answers.
Yeah, they've got great team fight. That's what they doubled down on. Just so much different types of way to fight. And mid one, 310 last hits as well, you know. Lots of spiders. Still the number one as Yi steps forward and he just shredded.
What was he? Where was he going? Where was he? What was he? There's no bounty room. What's he going up to this bit of the map for?
I'm not sure.
Why
Maybe
would you go up these stairs?
Chasing Puppy? I'm not sure actually.
Yi? Well, he's dead.
He is dead.
He's dead for that. Stepping into a bit of an unknown territory there. Well, high ground, no vision, but he says, I want in. And into the grave he goes.
And momentum will continue as 13 stacks of Retaliate, plus the 30 base damage.
Oh boy.
With Inner Beast. He's also solo crested.
Tower's gone.
He is the tower pusher now. Just pops the Stampede, brings his teammates closer.
Oh, Chicken's in. But, I mean, I don't know what he's into.
He is in and out.
He's
dead.
He's into dying. He's into feeding. That's just a straight up jumping and death.
This is completely over.
It's over.
This now Zai just tanking the 2 towers. He's got max Retaliate stacks
Well,
up again, but yeah,
it.
they're just closing it out. That's GG.
On Secret stay well. That's cute. You stole our brood. Now die.
Yeah.
As this was a brutal showing. GG is called. 17-2, 22 minutes in. This game well and truly over.
That was a beatdown.
That was a beatdown.
They had their moments when the brood was high level, but they could never ever make anything happen of it.
Oh.
And those was just completely run over by Secret. Jesus, what, they're 8-0 now, huh?
I believe so, right?
Man, this team's
Damn.
really pulling out
Looking
everything.
pretty hot, and you can't brood them.
Cannot brood them.
You cannot brood them.
And they're playing the IO as well.
They're playing it very well.
Yeah.
Not
Scary.
really a whole lot to say. They're keen. During the draft, they probably thought it was smart. They were like, we took the brood. You guys wanted the brood. We're going to take the brood. It didn't matter. Old Lemon, he's a great brood player. It didn't matter.
Yep.
Secret just had the right sort of approach to the game. As you say, this massive amount of AoE between like the Warlock, the Gyrant, even just this mid one having the axes. You know, mid one.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like he had to do a crazy amount this game. He just played his lane really well in the middle, made sure that he got a lot out of it. Didn't necessarily stop the brood from having a good start, but just made sure that there was a hero mid that wasn't going to feed.
Yep.
And was just able to keep the pressure on and make sure the brood was never really able to dive him.
And it just buffs up your IO gyro even more so than they already were getting buffed up from each other.
So you hit this 20-minute timing where, as you saw, the rack's gone, tier 4's gone, Ancient gone. Game is over.
That's that.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The series does end with Secret taking both of the games against Keen Gaming 2-0. As that is it for this series. The next series up on the stream is... Find out after the break, ladies and gentlemen. As me and Fog will be taking a break. We'll have some newcasters as well, which are... Find out after the break. It's a mystery stream. You're going to have some fun. We'll see you later. We'll be back for the last series of the day. We'll be covering OG RNG on one of the streams later. But keep tuning in. Lots more Dota 2 to come here at the Ti9 group stages.